Module 1, Part 2. In this module, we started off by asking, how can I see above the crowd without standing on top of anything? I like the way this activity immediately established a real-world relevance. This was very motivating as I started to problem solve. We imagined a possible solution to this question would be to use a periscope. I began planning my design based on my background knowledge of a periscope. First, I grabbed some cardboard, glue, duct tape, scissors, a few size mirrors, and some contact paper. I then took my materials and began modifying them to meet my need. I used my mathematical understanding to measure and cut the cardboard and turn it into a rectangular shape. I adhered it together with duct tape. I stacked the rectangles on top of each other to get a taller periscope. The real-world application really helped in this way because I had an idea of what height I needed. It couldn't be too short, but also it had to be easy to carry with me, so it couldn't be too large. At this point, I had the body of the periscope. I used the more flexible pieces of cardboard to adhere the mirrors. I put the mirrors one at the top and one at the bottom, facing opposite directions using my knowledge of science and the way light reflects and images reflect. Then I used duct tape to attach them. I used the flexible pieces of cardboard to attach the mirrors so that I could move them and get just the right angle. I then added cardboard pieces on the side to make more of a defined vision place to put your eyes. These are some areas where I ran into problems and had to improve. First was the use of the duct tape. It was too flimsy and the flaps on the mirror pieces were folding in and obstructing the view. So I had to rip those out and use hot glue. This made for a much more sturdy and flush design. I then used the contact paper to wrap everything together. This helped a little bit to make more sturdy, but next time I might consider something other than cardboard and duct tape. I also used hot glue to define the places where the mirror was and have a set angle. That way people didn't have to adjust as they go, and this was a much better design. Overall, it was a success. The periscope worked, and I tested out with some of my shorter and taller students to view the board, and also me sitting and looking over my students to view something on top of my cabinets. I think this was a great activity that really incorporated different disciplines. As they mentioned in the STEM K-12 video, many teachers incorporate STEM with a design challenge such as this one, and I think overall it was a good success.